I want to talk about the key takeaways between Elio and K-Pop Demon Hunters premiering the same week, and now that it's been a couple weeks, what are the biggest learnings? Let's talk about streaming versus theaters. Clear winner, K-Pop Demon Hunters being on streaming was a huge success. Elio being in theaters was not. I mean, this is kind of an obvious one. We all prefer streaming. Nobody has any money to go to the theaters anymore. I saw so many comments where people said they just threw K-Pop Demon Hunters on in the background, ended up being very captivated by it. Takeaway 1, streaming's more popular. Number 2, art style. We all know and love the Pixar style, but I think in this case, K-Pop Demon Hunter is the shiny new toy. It looks good. So takeaway number 2, while Pixar art style does still bring in audiences, there's also an appetite from audiences for new art style. The next point I want to make is an interesting one. Let's talk about the titles. Everybody has such low attention span that content and media are consistently fighting for all of our attention. Elio as a title isn't bad. Pixar does these 1-word or 2-word titles. So K-Pop Demon Hunter isn't a great title in the artistic sense, but it's on Netflix. And on Netflix, you have seconds to get somebody's attention. You get that elevator pitch with K-Pop Demon Hunters. It's K-Pop, it's Demon Hunter. I do think Elio's a fine title, but I do think K-Pop Demon Hunters, you get the pitch. It cuts through the noise. Even if you didn't see the artwork, you're like, it's K-Pop, it's Demon Hunters, I'm intrigued. Great pitch, not great title. Let's take both of these movies and evaluate them as a whole. And both movies are good and they look good. Take a look at their audiences that they're aimed for. They're aimed at younger adults, teenagers, children. I think it's entirely fair to directly compare these two from the perspective of what does that audience want right now. While Elio does have a good story, I just don't think young adults are really fighting to get into the theaters to watch a cute kid find his sense of belonging and making friends with aliens, and quite frankly doesn't feel so exciting. Whereas K-Pop Demon Hunters, while the base story is very similar, it's about a main character finding where they belong, it is told in such a different, unique, and interesting way that more of that audience that both movies are going for are drawn towards K-pop. I think them releasing at the same time is such an interesting study for a lot of studios. And that these 3 items are great takeaways to help in the development of future features.